Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a really interesting question. What actually happens when you cut sugar out of your life for 30 days? This isn't just about diet. This is a journey that could totally change how you feel, think, and live. So let's dive right in. Think about it for a second. What if just one single change, getting rid of sugar for 30 days, was the key to finally getting clearer skin, sleeping like a rock, and having laser-like focus? It sounds almost too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what we're here to find out. Okay, so let's frame this whole thing as an adventure. It's a 30-day story with a clear beginning, a pretty tough middle part, and if you stick with it, a seriously rewarding ending. So let's map out exactly what this adventure looks like day by day. Here's our roadmap. We kick things off with day 1, which is kind of deceptive. Then, right around day 3, the storm hits. But if you can ride that out, you get to week 1, the shift. And from there, it's all about the rewards, building up until you hit day 30 and the full transformation. Every epic journey has that first big monster to fight. And for this one, it's sugar withdrawal. This is your body's initial, and let me tell you, very loud protest. It's not happy you're making a change. So what's actually going on in your head? Well, you can see here, sugar basically hijacks your brain. It sets off this crazy cycle of dopamine spikes followed by intense cravings. Your brain's reward center is just completely taken over. But when you cut off the sugar, everything goes quiet. Those neural pathways have to adapt, and your brain's dopamine system begins to reset. It literally has to rewire itself, and that process, it feels pretty intense. And right on cue, around day 3, the physical pushback really starts. For a lot of people, the first major sign is this pounding headache that just gets worse and worse. It's a real physical reaction from your body demanding its usual fix. At the very same time, your energy just hits rock bottom. Your body is so used to running on that quick, cheap fuel from sugar. Now that it's gone, it's scrambling to find a new power source, and that leaves you feeling completely and utterly drained. And oh boy, then there's your mood. Without those regular little sugar hits lighting up your brain, you can feel super restless, anxious, and just, incredibly irritable. This is often the hardest part of the whole mental game. Our source material has this quote, and it just hits the nail on the head. It really does feel like a hangover. You're achy, you're tired, your head is foggy, but without any of the fun from the night before to justify it. But here's the thing. All this pain has a purpose. Your body is undergoing a massive metabolic shift. It's learning to stop burning cheap sugar and start burning more stable, long-term energy sources, like stored fat. This really is the storm right before the calm. And just like that, after the storm, you hit the turning point. This is the moment where all that struggle starts to pay off, and you see the first real amazing signs of progress. And what a moment it is. Sometime around day 7, you just notice it. Those crushing, all-consuming cravings, they're starting to fade. And they're being replaced by something totally new, a smooth, steady energy that just lasts all day long. And this, right here, is one of the absolute best perks. You know that dreaded 3 p.m. slump where you feel like you need a nap or another coffee? Gone. With stable blood sugar, it just disappears. Your energy is just there, consistent from morning till night. So now that your body's found its balance, the real magic starts to happen. The benefits just start stacking up. In this next phase, the transformation becomes something you can actually see and feel, not just on the inside, but on the outside too. The rewards just keep coming. Your skin starts to clear up, looking more radiant because inflammation is down. Your digestion gets smoother, and that annoying bloating goes away. Your sleep gets deeper and way more restorative. And your mind, it feels sharper than it has in years. There's a hidden battle going on inside your gut, and now the good guys are finally winning. Sugar feeds all that nasty bacteria that causes bloating and imbalance. When you take it away, you're basically starving them out. This lets the good bacteria thrive, which does wonders for your digestion and your immune system. Let's talk more about sleep, because this is huge. Sugar causes these wild blood sugar spikes, even at night, that can literally jolt you awake. Without it, your blood sugar stays nice and stable, letting you sink into those deep, restorative sleep cycles. You don't just sleep longer, you sleep better. And you wake up feeling actually energized. This is probably my favorite way to describe it. That sluggish, cloudy-headed feeling a lot of us just accept as normal, the sugar fog, it just lifts. It's like your brain goes from a blurry standard def TV to crystal clear 4K. Your focus, your memory, it's all just so much sharper. All right, by day 30, you've reached the final destination. And this is about so much more than just the physical benefits now. We're talking about a really profound shift in your health and, maybe most importantly, in your whole relationship with food. When you boil it all down, these are the big three. A lot of people see noticeable weight loss because you're cutting out empty calories and lowering the fat-storing hormone insulin. Inflammation takes a nosedive. And as we've seen, that mental clarity gets a massive boost. And let's not gloss over that drop in inflammation. It's huge. They call it the silent killer because of its links to all sorts of chronic diseases. Reducing it can literally make you feel younger. That nagging joint pain, the stiffness, the general aches, they just start to melt away. But honestly, the biggest takeaway here isn't something you can measure on a scale or even see in the mirror. It's this. The most powerful change is internal. It's breaking free from that craving cycle and finally feeling like you're the one in control of your food choices, not the other way around. You're just not a slave to it anymore. You're not constantly thinking about your next sugar fix. You eat with intention. And that feeling of empowerment, of real, genuine freedom, you can't put a price on that. It's incredible. Which really just leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? Once you've spent 30 days feeling this good, with this much energy and clarity, once you've discovered how amazing your body is designed to feel, why on earth would you ever want to go back?